Hi guys, welcome back to Mariah's channel, Your Power. This is a channel where we get back into the driver's seat of our lives. So if you're in the back seat right now, get out, open the door to the driver's seat, hop in, buckle in your seatbelt, because I've got a message for you today. This is what we do in this channel. We don't sit in the back seat. No, you get back and you take your power back, get in control of your life. So the topic of today's message is allowing your future self to provide wisdom to your current self. Now, what does this look like? It looks like when you are in victim mode and you're on the floor and you're crying and you're waiting for Prince Charming to come, or you're waiting for your best friend to call, or you're waiting for your therapist to understand, or you're waiting for someone to change your circumstances for you. But you've been there before and no one shows up. So this is me coming to you to tell you today, stop waiting for something or someone to show up in your life, for things to move in the direction that you want it to go. Your greatest hope is you yourself. So allowing your future self to come in and provide wisdom to you in the times when you're crying, in the times when you feel hopeless, you're depressed, you don't want to get out of bed, you feel anxious, you don't want to go to that job interview. These are the times when you need to allow the wisdom of your future self to come in and talk you out of your self-pity talks, talk you out of your victim mode, talk you out of your depression, talk you out of your anxiety. Because if you don't talk to yourself and command yourself what to do, then your negative thoughts, whether they're your own thoughts or they are the thoughts of your mom or your thoughts of your dad or your brother or your best friend, those negative thoughts are going to come in and keep you from going in the right steps of the direction that you want your life to go. So you have two choices, right? In a moment when you're on the ground and life feels hopeless and you feel like if someone doesn't knock on that door and save me right now, I don't know what's going to happen. You either stay on the floor, you eventually go to bed, you wake up, you do it again. You're still a victim, life is still hard, and nothing's changed. You're still unsatisfied. Something is missing. Or the second option, you step back into your power. Come on. You step back into your power. Get in the driver's seat of your life. Drive your car. Drive it when you're depressed. Drive it when you don't want to get out of bed. Drive it when you have social anxiety. Drive it when you feel you're inferior in that job interview. Drive it when you feel like you're not a good enough mom. Drive it when you feel like the bills are so high and you don't know how you're going to handle paying them off. Get in the driver's seat and drive. Some days you just need to drive. So one of the biggest changing factors in my recovery, in my healing journey, was allowing my future self to come in and talk me out of the negative thinking. Talk me out of the same story I told myself every day. My father left me, so every man will. Stop that. So you allow your future self to come in and say, no, no more. No more will I tell myself that's the only way men are. No longer will I tell myself and give power to depression. No longer will I give power to anxiety. I will push through that anxiety and I will show up because I respect myself more than I respect the negative thoughts that are keeping me, holding me back from where I need to go. Take your power back. When you are on the floor crying, hopeless and depressed, take your power back. It is only you who can do it. People can come and comfort you. People can come and have empathy or sympathy for you. But at the end of the day, the only thing that is going to change the trajectory of your life is you. And it's probably not what you want to hear. You want to hear that your therapist is going to change it for you. You want to hear that your mom's going to change. You want to hear that your dad is finally going to say that he's proud of you. You want, to win the lottery and all of a sudden all your financial burdens are gone. That's not always how life happens. If that's happened for you, wonderful. That's great. But for the majority of us, you got to step up and you've got to make life happen for you. You're not going to make life happen in the back seat of your car. When you're not in control of your life, someone else is. So you either get in your driver's seat or someone else is driving you. But just know that if you're giving your power away to someone else, how mad can you be when they take you where you don't want to go? Inside of you, you want to go to King Soopers, but someone is driving you to Walmart. You don't want to go there. But you didn't tell them that. You didn't get in the driver's seat of your life. Take control of your life and get yourself to where you want to go. You want to change your life? Great. Start with yourself, because no one else can make the change for yourself. And in those times when you feel most low, know that the greatest help is you yourself. God, wisdom, the universe, whatever spiritual being or entity or whatever that you believe in, that is help, and it will come in. It will come in and it will give you strength and it will give you courage. But God can't put your shoes on for you and tie them. If you're going to go and run a marathon, God's not going to sit you down and put your shoes on and tie your shoelaces for you. You've got to do that. He'll help you get there safely. He'll help you reach your goals. But it's you. Put your shoes on, tie your laces, whether you feel like it or not, because most days I can assure you, you won't feel like it. Let your higher self come in and talk to you. I can't tell you how many times I found myself on the floor, whether it was having panic attacks, whether it was feeling so low to the point where I didn't want to live anymore. But when I started to allow my higher self to come in, to provide wisdom to my current self, because my current self has tunnel vision, right? Life is hard. Life is just hard. Life is always going to be hard. Men are always going to walk away from me. I'm not smart enough. That's not me. I'm not a 4.0 student. Life will always be, I'll always struggle with money. Whatever negative belief you're telling yourself, your future self will come in and say, stop. Enough is enough. What you're doing is not going to take you where you want to go. If you want to continue to allow the negativity to suck you down into a sinking hole, be my guest. Just know that that's a choice you're making. And if you choose the sinking hole, you know your result. But if you give yourself the chance, to choose a different path, to choose the higher road, to let the wisdom come into your heart of, okay, if I want different results, I need to do something different. Stop doing the same things expecting a different result. That's the definition of insanity. Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. Don't expect a different result from the same actions. If what you're doing isn't working, then stop doing what you're doing and try something else. Try something else. And allow your future self to come in and provide wisdom. If you're not yet in touch with your future self, the first step is to sit down and write, what does my best self look like? And write down all those attributes. Write down all the great things about your future self. My future self is organized. My future self is disciplined. My future self has faith in some type of spiritual practice, something that's greater than me. My future self gets up in the morning even when I don't want to, right? That discipline part. My future self sets myself up for success. I start with positive affirmations in the morning. My future self is grateful for what I do have instead of looking for what I don't have. My future self looks for solutions instead of focusing on the problem. My future self, I'm going to say that again. My future self focuses on solutions instead of the problem. Stop focusing on the problem. The first thing your future self is going to tell you is, if you want to get there, then the first thing you need to do is stop focusing on the problem. If you focus on your problem, it's only going to get bigger. You focus on the solution, now you're going somewhere. If I don't want to be depressed anymore and give depression all my power, then the first step is, where do I give my depression power? Well, I give it in the morning when I don't want to wake up. Okay, start there. Start there. Say, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to wake up at this time whether I want to or not, because I will repeat, a majority of the time you won't want to. Do it anyways. Respect, value, and love yourself enough to do it anyways. So guys, that's my message for you today. Allow the wisdom of your future self to come through, to carry you through until you get there. You will get there. I believe in you. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on your dreams. And remember, take your power back. If you're not in control, someone else is. Get back in that driver's seat, and I'll see you guys in my next video. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Thanks guys. Love you. Bye.